Hotels, you know that live hospitality talk show. Everybody's talking about it. Today is Tuesday, March 19th, 2024. It's show number 245. Now, you know this is just a monologue, right? The show hasn't started yet, so I just need to make sure everything is on like it's supposed to be. Let me just make sure I am live on the platforms I say I'm going to be live on. Let me hold on 1 second. You guys can make your comments. Oh, I haven't even turned the chat on yet. Okay, so hold your comments for a second, right? So yep, there we are. We are live. You know, it's funny how it works fast now for some reason. Now all of a sudden it just wants to pop up and act right. Okay, but yeah, so we're live on LinkedIn, YouTube, X, and Facebook. Okay, so if you're on any of those platforms, feel free to say, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Looking good? Got your jacket on? You know what? I don't know what got into me today, but I said, you know what? I haven't wore a jacket in a while, you know, kind of that coat kind of thing, you know, got my little pocket scarf too. I'm not sure if you can see that, but got that on as well. So I just wanted, I don't know, just wanted to change. I don't know. Just threw it on. I said, what the heck? I'm gonna look professional today. Don't get used to it though. Okay, don't get used to it, but just for today, I said, you know what? Because it's show number 245, let me just throw on a jacket. Okay, there you go. Let's see. You know, I just got off the phone with a client, and we've been working on this group. Started for when was it? July, then changed it to the month of August. And I thought we had a location, but we didn't, and that's okay, right? Because it's all about the client. It's not about me and where I want the meeting to be, right? I need to make sure the client is okay with the destination, and my job is to find the location within the destination. If that's the hotel, if that's, you know, something rustic, which that's what we're looking for. And you know, it's hard to find some things, but you know, but that doesn't stop you from trying, right? You continue the fight, right? You continue the search, if you will. So now we open it up to United States now, right? So not just the East Coast thing. Now it can go to West Coast. It can go to the mountain area, like say Colorado or Utah. So now that opens it up, Arizona, New Mexico. So I'm like, oh, I got so many spots now that I can send this lead to and get responses from probably pretty quickly, right? But this is August, and they're open throughout the month of August. So every week in August, they're open. So as long as the pattern is a Wednesday, out Sunday. Okay, that's the pattern that I'm looking for. So if you know anything, let me know, right? But after the show, I'm gonna get started on that extended search, and we can go from there, right? So, but that was good to have a conversation with her, just to get caught up and see exactly where we are. Hey, Chris, what's going on, cousin Chris? Oh, thank you. Looking good over there. You know what? I'm trying, man. I'm trying to, you know, like I said, I said, what am I gonna wear today? Because you know what, wardrobe is hell over here, right? So I'm like, what am I gonna wear today? Am I just gonna throw on a shirt and just call it a day? And do I need it? Does the shirt need to be collared? Does it need to be this? Does it need to be that? You know, and I said, you know, I just walked in and saw this coat there, this jacket I haven't worn in a while. I have a couple blazers that I haven't worn in a while, of course. And I said, you know what? Let me just throw this one on, right? First of all, to make sure it still fits, right? So yeah, it fit. In fact, it looked like I done lost a couple lbs. I don't know since the last time I put it on, but anyway, this is, like I said, just a monologue, right? The show hasn't started yet, so just be patient, be calm, relax. So, but no, thank you so much, Chris. Chris is out there in Vegas, and hey, just for family members that happen to be on here, like Chris Black is a family member. He's part of that Love Family Reunion. I would be not doing my job if I didn't say, hey, if you had not registered for the Love Family Reunion coming up July 19th through the 21st of this year, make sure you do. Go to the Love Family Reunion Facebook page. All the information is there. Make sure you register. Get your monies in. Monies, not just money. Get your monies in, okay? And sign up and make your hotel reservation. All that stuff is there, okay? If you have any questions at all, you can reach out to me. You can email me. My email is going to be at the last of this show. Or you can DM me, slide into my DMs, or whatever you want to do. I'm going to do it this week. Okay, Chris. Yeah, that's what, yeah. Okay. You know, we've been going back and forth on this thing. Okay, it's not just Chris. Okay, we need everyone else within the family who said, oh, and Chris lives in Vegas, so he ain't got no excuse, okay? So it's in Vegas, it's going to be in Vegas, okay? So he don't have any excuse. So everybody, if you're part of the family, you normally go and you haven't, and if you haven't gone before, this is going to be your first time. That's great. Sign up, okay? Love Family Reunion Facebook page. Any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me and I will guide you in the right direction, okay? So I had to say that because, I don't know if people or something else, but when it comes to things that they want, the family is important, right? It's important that we, reach out when we can, when we're able to meet and see and, and hug and touch and all that kind of stuff, right? So, because we never know when's our last reunion going to be. We just don't know. I don't care how old anybody is. It has nothing to do with age, right? Because a lot of us are just falling off, okay? So just go to the reunion. Just sign up for the reunion. That's all I'm going to say. So anyway, let me put you guys on hold for a second. Yeah. Thank you, Chris. I'll put you on hold for a second, and we're going to get started on the show. Once again, this is On Air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show. Everybody's talking about it. Today is Tuesday, March 19th, and we'll be right back. So let me just cue this up and put my mic on hold, or I'm going to put my mic on hold. I'm going to mute my mic. Boom.
Welcome to On Air with Russell of Hotels, where we talk about everything hospitality, from hotels to influencers and everything in between. We will feature guest interviews with hospitality professionals who will share their experiences. Your host, Russell Edmond, has spent over 25 years in the hospitality industry, beginning his career with Marriott International in hotel operations, before moving into the sales arena and becoming a relationship-building director of sales and marketing. Russell then went to the other side as a hospitality entrepreneur. He now consults in the hotel and meeting space, which includes being the CEO of Russell of Hotels Group. Did I mention he was a veggie foodie? Yes, Russell is always looking for good non-meat eats. Please welcome your host, Russell Edmond.
Hey, thank you guys so much for joining On Air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show, show number 245. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for coming on. I do appreciate that. And, just make sure you're registered. That's all I'm going to say, okay? Because if I don't see you, Chris, there's going to be a problem. We're going to have a BP, a big problem. But no, anyways, show number 245. A lot going on in just the world of hotel site selection. And I talked about, had a conversation with my client. For people that don't know what I do, one of the things I do is hotel site selection. So my job is to assist companies and organizations, even individuals, with finding that right hotel for their meeting, their retreat, their conference, convention, whatever. 10 rooms or more is considered a group. I go from 10. I think the most I've ever done is 650 rooms on peak, right? But I can do everything in between. So, in fact, I can do everything above that, right? So thank you so much, cousin. Appreciate that. You have a great day, and thanks again for joining. And see, I got to put your comment on here, right? Have a good one. Yeah. Thank you so much. So that's part of what I do, right? So even for the family reunion, I talked about this family reunion. I'm the one that does that, right? So I'm the one that I do hotel site selection for the family. So they just give me the destination, or we choose a destination. I say, okay, well, my job is to source out the hotels, and this particular time it was in Vegas. But you got to keep into account who's coming to this, right? It's not just for me, right? So if it was just my meeting, maybe the hotel selection would be different. But you got to think about the entire family. You got to think about, is it too big? Maybe there's, we got seniors that, they don't want to be walking through a casino. They may not want to even be in a casino, all right? Or maybe the distance between where the rooms are and the meeting space is too great for them, right? So I got to think about all that stuff, right? You got to think about logistics to and from airport. How are they flying in? They got to pay for parking. Is breakfast included? Where the meeting space? Where the bowling alley? That because we always bowl, right? Where's the bowling in reference to where the hotel is? What's to do where around the hotel? All those kind of things you have to think about, right? So yeah. So bottom line, you need to register for the family reunion. I said all that to say this, okay? You need to register for the family reunion. That's it. So people that happen to see this and they say, and they're related to me, they're part of that love family reunion, then yeah, they need to do that. And love is the last name, not just love because we all love each other. No, love is actually our last name. That is my grandmother's maiden name, okay? So we come from a long line of loves, okay? So I come from Blythe, California, right? So that's where I'm born and raised. A lot of loves there, but there's loves everywhere. There's loves all over the nation. Okay, so there you go. That's it. So anyway, let's jump into the show, right? I got some stuff to go through. And don't worry, it's not gonna take long. It's about an hour. So you got about an hour. Why should hotels have profile pages on social media? You know what? This is one of these hot topics that someone, Corey Falter, I know him from LinkedIn, right? He threw this out there a couple of days ago, how salespeople are not taking advantage of using LinkedIn. Well, I'm taking this a step further. The salespeople may not be, updating their profiles or utilizing LinkedIn like they should. But what about the hotels? Let me say it. How can I say this? Okay, when I go and visit a hotel, I normally post something or whatever. I'm at this hotel, blah, 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 blah. So I'll try to tag the hotel. Most of the time I do tag the hotel. But some social media platforms, they don't even have a profile. So how am I going to tag them? They haven't even set up a profile. Some hotels out there don't have and I'm going to just specifically just stay on LinkedIn for a second, right? Because I'm live on LinkedIn. Hey, live on LinkedIn. But let's just say LinkedIn. There's people, there's companies, there's hotels that don't have a profile page on LinkedIn. I'm like, what? How can you not have a profile page on LinkedIn? I don't get that. And how do I know that? Because if I go to tag you, all I got to do is type in your name, your hotel, whatever. It doesn't pop up. That means you don't have a profile page. Okay. That's what it means to me. So we need to make sure we do that. So let's just start with that. Why should hotels have profile pages on social media? Let's don't say social media. Let's just say LinkedIn. Okay. Why don't they have a profile page on LinkedIn? Since that's business to business, B2B, B2C, all that kind of stuff, right? So I don't know why someone's calling me, during my show, but it doesn't make sense to me. But they know I'm doing this show, right? Why would they call me? Does that make sense to you? It doesn't make sense to me either. But anyway, so real quick, let's go through these. And I got a couple things. that we're going to go through. So be patient with me. Hotels should definitely have profile pages on social media platforms. Here are several reasons why. This is why they should, right? Increase visibility. That's number one. Social media platforms have millions of active users, providing hotels with an opportunity to increase their visibility and to reach a broader audience. By maintaining profile pages on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn, Twitter is the new X, right? Hotels can showcase their brand, amenities, and services to potential guests around the world, not just in your backyard, around the world, okay? Not just in your city, not just in your destination, not even just the little town that's next door to you, around the world. That's the visibility that you get with social media. So why wouldn't you take advantage of that? And a lot of times it's free, right? If you just have your basic, you know what, I'll be honest, and I used to have a paid version of LinkedIn. I got the free version now. I did it for about a year, and I said, you know what? I'll probably go back. I'll, stay on a year, stay off a year kind of thing. I'm going to go back on probably mid this year. I'm going to go back on. But it definitely does increase your visibility. It's definitely something that every hotel, I'm going to say every business needs to have a LinkedIn page or something on social media, profile page on social media. I would even go on to say every major social media platform, you should have at least a profile page. I'm not saying you need to be active on there, but this is the thing, and I always say this: you cannot tell people how to find you. I mean, people are going to find you the way they find you. Maybe they want to go to your website. Okay, well, make sure you have a website. Maybe they are on Instagram and they want to pop up. They want to look you up on Instagram, and you're not there. Okay, well, what are they going to do? Go to the next hotel that is there, right? So you cannot tell people how to buy you, how to buy a hotel, how to make reservations, or what platforms to use. You cannot tell people that. There's no way you can tell me how I need to find you. You just need to make sure that your profile is in multiple places. I'm just saying it. So if that's LinkedIn, if that's Facebook, whatever your major ones are, if you think, okay, I only get business from LinkedIn and Facebook. Okay, well, make sure you have profiles on those two pages, if that's what you think, right? Let alone that Russell of Hotels is on 5 of them. But that's me, though, right? Because I cannot tell people how to find me. I cannot tell them how to buy me. You know what I mean? So I want to be on every social media platform out there known to man. No, I keep it at 5, right? So I do keep it at 5. So you can find me on those 5 platforms. If that's TikTok, if that's Instagram, if that's YouTube, Facebook, X, okay, those are the ones I'm on. LinkedIn, those are the ones that I'm on, right? And I have a presence on each of one of those because I want people to find me. If they have questions, I'm a resource. So if I'm a resource for people, I can't just, okay, well, I only want you to come to LinkedIn or Facebook. No. Well, what if they don't have LinkedIn or Facebook? What if they're on YouTube? Well, okay. Well, there you go. I mean, it increases your visibility. I want to be known around the world, not just here in LA. Okay. What is that going to do for me? Okay. What is LA going to do for me? I mean, it's great. I mean, I live here. Yay. All right. But increase your visibility. That's what it comes down to. The next one, direct communication. Social media allows hotels to engage directly with guests and prospective customers in real time. Hotels can use their social media profiles to respond to inquiries, address concerns, and provide personalized assistance, enhancing the overall guest experience and building stronger relationships with customers. That's what, at the end of the day, you want to build a relationship with your customer. You don't want them to just be customers. You want a relationship. Okay, that's what we're striving for. As salespeople, that's what we're striving for. And I think this makes the salesperson's job maybe a little easier because they're able to reference certain things, right? They can go, well, did you check out our LinkedIn page? We just put this up. Or we have this special going on our LinkedIn page. Have you checked it out? I mean, the sky's the limit of what you can do, how you can promote your brand. But I'm just saying we need to promote our brand, right? People sleep on this stuff. I don't get it. I really don't understand how in this day and age that some hotels do not have a profile page on the basic LinkedIn. It doesn't make any sense. And it doesn't cost you one red dime or red cent. Okay, it doesn't cost you a penny. Okay, you can have the regular non-paid version of LinkedIn and everything else. We all know the other platforms you don't have to pay for anyway. So what about Facebook? We already talked about that. But yeah, you can have the unpaid version of these things. It's free. Okay, so free 99. You guys know I love free 99, right? So it just doesn't make sense that we don't do that. The next one, number 3, is brand awareness. Maintaining an active presence on social media helps hotels raise brand awareness and establish themselves as industry leaders. By sharing engaging content, including photos, videos, and updates about events or promotions, hotels can keep their audience informed and interested in their brand. That's what you want, right? You want people to have an interest in what you're doing, of your brand. And just remember this, okay, because I get this a lot. A lot of hotels, if they work for, a lot of people, salespeople, they work for a brand, right? Directors of sales and marketing. Well, the brand takes care of that. I don't need to do that. The brand takes care of that. What? The brand does not update your LinkedIn page. The brand may have an overall corporate page, but it has nothing to do with your hotel. So we need to get out of the mindset is that the brand, if I work for the big H or the big M, you know what I mean, or the IHG of the world, any of those companies that, oh, the brand is taking care of it. No, the brand only goes so far. Each individual hotel is its own brand. You had a different address than the one across the street, the one in the next, next block or whatever, because we all know that. I'll just use Marriott as an example. Downtown LA, there's 6 Marriott properties within probably 6 blocks of each other. 6 Marriott products within 6 blocks of each other. They're all different brands. They all have their own different clientele. Okay, there's some that will overlap. I understand that, right? But they all have a different address, and some of them are in the same building. They're dual branded properties, but they all appeal to a different demographic. Okay, Moxy and AC in the same building. Okay, but they appeal to different people. Moxy is edgy, it's edgy, funky, all that stuff, right? The people that stay at Moxy or the people that stay at AC probably will not stay at Moxy. Okay, like, oh no, I'm good at the AC. It's more conservative. I'm cool with this one. You go over there to that Moxy and you don't know what the hell you're gonna get. You know what I mean? But but for some people, it's a cool brand, right? It's a vibe. It's all this. It's all that. It's edgy. It's music going on 24/7. Loud music. The rooms are smaller. Okay, but it's a different brand. They're all part of the Marriott family, right? The 31 brands that Marriott has, but they're all individual hotels. So you got to treat them like their own brand, because guess what? They are their own brand. Okay, so it creates brand awareness. So don't think, oh, the brand is doing this for me. The brand is. If I hear that one more time, whoo, I'm gonna scream. If I hear that woman, this is guest told me this one time. I go off on tangents every now and then. I was a director of sales and marketing at this hotel, right? And I was showing this. I was giving a tour of the hotel, and I was showing this guest a room, and he was complaining about something. I can't remember, but he was saying, "I'm so mad right now, I could spit." That's what he kept saying that. I'm like, why does he keep saying that? This is in my head, because I was showing him something, and he was dissatisfied with something, and he was pissed off about something, about the arrangements or maybe the tour. I don't remember what it was, or maybe he had a interaction with somebody at the hotel that was not me, but he was mad at them. He was carrying it over during our site inspection, right? And he said it like 3 times before I said anything, because he said, this is what he said. He said, I'm so mad right now, I could spit. And I'm like, okay. And he kept saying, and his wife is there and his daughter is there, right? And they're talking to him, and he said it again. I'm so mad right now. And he's getting closer to me as he's saying this. And on the 3rd time, I said, sir, please refrain. I tried to be polite. Could you just please refrain from spitting? He said, oh, no. I wasn't going to spit on you. But I'm just letting you know I'm just not happy with, whatever the heck he was talking about. I'm like, okay, because I had never heard anyone say that. I mean, I heard people, oh, I'm so mad, I'm so pissed off and this and that, but never like, I'm going to spit, right? I'm like, that's okay. That's a little different, right? I had never heard anything like that before, and I haven't heard anything since, okay? I've heard some guests go off, but never like, oh, I'm going to spit. I'm so mad I'm going to spit. But he didn't say he's going to spit on me, but he said he's going to spit. I didn't want him to spit. We're in the guest room. He's going to spit in the guest room? Well, I hope he didn't do that. But anyway, I don't know why I got on that, but I guess something just tickled my brain and said, you know what, you got to bring this one up, Russell. It's all about the experience, right? So anyway, create the brand awareness. The next one, customer feedback. Social media provides a platform for guests to share their feedback and experiences with hotels publicly. I'm sorry. Let me start that over. Customer feedback. Social media provides a platform for guests to share their feedback and experiences with hotels publicly. By monitoring social media channels, hotels can gain valuable insights into guest preferences, identify areas of improvement, and respond promptly to any issues or complaints, demonstrating their commitment to customer satisfaction. Yeah, so you do open yourself up for that. If you're on social media, you have a platform or you have a profile page, yeah, it does open yourself up for customer feedback. And that's a good thing, right? If they're sending things directly to the hotel opposed to going through TripAdvisor or whatever, that's good. It doesn't matter where the comments come from or the feedback comes from. We need to address those things if sometimes they're good, right? Every customer feedback is not a bad thing. Like, oh, we had a great time, this and that. We had a great time, but, our parking, it took us a while to get our, car from valet. Okay, well, now you understand, okay, it was during this time where maybe there's a lot going on, and then that way you can explain that to the customer, right? Because, that was you checked out during whatever, and we had another group coming in. I mean, you explain those things to the guests. The guests love that, right? But what the guests don't like is for you not to respond, right? You have to, when you get feedback, you got to give some. You got to let them know, hey, thank you so much for the feedback. Yeah, during that time, unfortunately, we had other groups coming in. We do apologize for that, for any inconvenience you may have suffered. But thank you so much for staying with us, blah, blah, blah. Hope to see you again in the future, that kind of stuff. So we have to open ourselves up to that because we can't get any better if we don't have customer feedback. I see Mr. Jim Shitto. He says, we love the feedback, just wish all guests were completely honest. Yes. Oh, yeah, right. Okay, Jim. That's the thing. You know what? Someone told me, I said, the guests can be dishonest, they can be whatever. The guest's not always right, okay? But this one person told me this. He was a GM, but we started industry together, right? He said the guest is not always right, but they are the guests. Boom. When he said that, I'm like, wow, that's right. Yeah, the guests are not always right, but they are the guests. They are the ones staying there. They are the ones paying, okay? So, yeah, we need to listen to that. We need to listen to that feedback. Yeah, they need to be honest. Yeah, a lot of times, I'm not going to say a lot of times they're not, but sometimes they can fabricate some stories to get what they need, right? I understand that, but that's a small percentage, but we have to deal with that small percentage as well, right? So, but the thing of it is, we have to open ourselves up for the customer feedback. And that's one of the things that social media affords us to do, right? And the last one is marketing opportunities. Social media offers hotels a cost-effective way. Let me say that again, a cost-effective way. That means it doesn't cost a lot of money to do it, okay? So, I mean, we always have these grandiose marketing plans, and we're going to do this, we're going to save the world, we're going to do this, we're going to get this rate and that rate and blah, blah, blah. But then when it comes down to really marketing and branding your product, all we're doing is we want to sell. There's a difference between selling, like direct selling, like we got sales managers to do this. Okay, there's a big difference between selling and branding your property, or creating that visibility or that brand awareness. Okay, there's a big difference between that. Okay. Now, am I saying that, doing this is going to take the place of doing all these sales trips and what do you call it? Cold calling and all that kind of stuff, sales blitzes and all that. I hate sales blitzes, just so you know, right? I know they are necessary sometimes depending on what's going on, but I think even those things we need to rethink what we're doing. What are we not doing? In order for us to have to go out and cold call and do sales blitzes, what are we not doing? What could we incorporate more so we can do that less? What would that be? And I'm not saying that, what I'm talking about, the social media thing is the end all be all, but if we're not even using it like we should be using it, we don't know what the power is. You get what I'm saying? We have to use these things. We have to exhaust these things before we know that, okay, this shit don't work. Okay. Or this stuff don't work. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that slipped, right? This don't work. So we need to do something else. But one thing that we'll put all this money into sales blitzes over and over again. We're going to do every quarter we're doing a sales blitz. Okay. That gets you out of the office. Yeah. Hopefully you're seeing, it's working. You're getting to some clients or potential clients. But what am I trying to say? What's the ROI on that? Did we ever figure out what the ROI is on that? Have we ever done that before? Think about that. But like I said, we're doing all that stuff, okay, but we're not exhausting things that don't cost us any money. And I see it day in and day out. So it's not like I'm just making this up. I remember I used to work in a hotel. Worked in 14 different hotels, right? The last 7 as a director of sales and marketing of a hotel, right? And well, one of those I was a GM, right? So, but even me, and I'll admit it, right? It was several years ago, but was I utilizing, social media as much as I should have been? No, because it was relatively new and it was something I was learning. Okay. Now that I know, and I've known this for several years now I'm trying to pass out the love to, love, okay, to, the hoteliers out there, hoteliers out there. So that, hey, these things we need to take advantage of. Why aren't we taking advantage of it? Are we exhausting it? Okay, because what people do, this is, and I'm going off on a tangent, because that's what I do. There's a direct correlation between, okay, if I do this marketing thing, what is the ROI for this? Well, there's a difference between selling and branding. Okay, we're not talking about the same thing here. And sometimes when you talk to GMs, they don't understand that. I had this conversation, and it was probably one of the last conversations I had with this former GM of mine, trying to explain to him how social media works. And it was just like, I should have been, talking, I don't know, trying to talk another language because he didn't understand what the heck I was even saying. Right? I said, no, this is branding. It's a different function of marketing than selling. Okay, so this is things that need to be done though. And of course, well, I don't understand. Well, where's the business at? Are you going to get business from this? Eventually, yes, but you have to put things out there continuously. Okay, but he didn't understand that. Could not understand that. Probably to this day, don't understand it. But anyway, that's okay. That's neither here nor there. So back to what I was saying. Did I say the marketing opportunity? Social media offers. If I said this already, I'm gonna read it again. Social media offers hotels a cost-effective way to promote their brand and attract new customers. Hotels can leverage social media advertising features to target specific demographics. You can do that. Promote special offers or packages and drive traffic to their website or booking platform. Yeah, you can. With, whatever you do, you can promote your brand, you can do all these things. You can find people in social media. I think I mentioned this yesterday. Maybe you guys weren't on it yesterday, but you can actually, in the little search bar on LinkedIn, type in a company. You see everybody that's related to that company. Everybody that has that on their profile will pop up, okay? And you can go from there. That could be your list. That could be that flat list. I always talk about a flat list, right? You should always be working from a flat list of companies that you want to get business from. Okay, we already know we get business from these companies already, right? These particular companies. But there's a list of 20 companies that we currently don't get any business from, okay? Is, XYZ company across the street, 1, 2, 3 companies, nearby as well. We don't get any business from them. How do I, what do I do? So I do 20 companies that I don't do any business with, right? I put them on the list, put them on a sheet of paper. Okay, I'm just saying that, sheet of paper. However you want to do it, you do it. And I call on these companies every single week. If I'm emailing, I'm calling, I'm trying to get someone who's in charge of booking, either groups or transient business, okay, room business, or maybe some catering stuff will come as well. And I'll, make sure I tell my catering person that, hey, contact this person because they have some meetings and things like that. Okay, so you're getting that too. You're covering that as well, right? But once I get business from that one particular company, I take them off the list. So now that list is 19, but I replace them with another company I'm not getting business with. It's called a flat list. These days I ask salespeople like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you call it, but it's a list that I used to work from to get new business. Because a lot of times, and I'll say this, and I don't understand why we do this to this day. You know how we get bonus, at the end of the, quarter or whatever we get bonus, whatever. There needs to be more of an emphasis on new business, meaning if you're getting new business, the bonus percentage is higher than if it's just repeat business that your predecessor had brought in, and now you're reaping the rewards, which is fine. That's fine to still get bonused on that, but they should have a higher emphasis on new business. Because if it's the same business, are you really growing? I don't think so. Are you really taking from, we get this star report every week, a star report, Smith Travel, research, whatever, basically a report card. It can be a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly report card, right? How you compare to your competition, right? Who's getting a piece of the pie? Everybody gets a piece of their own pie, right? Everybody in the star report should get 100% of their pie. And that's, what is that? Occupancy, RevPAR, and ADR. Okay, so everybody should get a piece, 100% of their pie. Now, but what happens sometimes you have more. We got RevPAR, our index is 110%, meaning you're basically on the market, right? Well, at least you're doing better than some of your competition. You got your 100% share, plus you got 10% of someone else's. Now, you don't know exactly who's you're getting from, but you're getting it, right? So we need to, so you put on this emphasis on that, right? So you know exactly what you're getting from your area, right? So I don't even know where I'm going with this. I lost my train of thought, right? Just like that. But anyway, so we put emphasis on a star report, right? That's our report card. So we need to make sure that we're getting new business, okay? Not just the same business that we're getting. And we can only get that if we're stealing from our competition, right? We have to steal from our competition. That's how you go from, 100% index to 100 and whatever percent, because you're stealing from someone else, okay? And if this is what happens, if you're supposed to get 100% and now you only have 99%, 1% of that is going to somebody else within your comp set. That means someone's stealing yours. They're stealing your stuff, so emphasis, they'll go back to what I was saying originally. Emphasis should be put on, you getting new business opposed to repeat business. But I mean, hotels pay this, they pay it out all the time. But I always wonder, why don't they put emphasis on that, on getting new business? Because you're just basically recycling the same old dollars. Nothing is getting any better. Yeah, you're supposedly making your numbers, but it's from the same business. It's the same companies. That just makes people be stagnant. That makes salespeople become order takers and less of trying to dial for dollars. I remember I had this Kim Chepa. Kim Chepa was a long-term DOS. But she used to work for me at one time. We used to work together. Before she became a DOS, I was a DOS and she was my senior salesperson, right? She would always say, when it was time for her to go to work and when she basically tuning you out, she would say, I'm going to dial for dollars and I'm going to make money for my boss. That's what she would always say. It's time for me to make money for the bosses. And she would always say that, right? She was dialing for dollars. She was dialing for other business that was not coming to the hotel. Okay, she knew the other stuff would come in, right? That's great. But she goes, I need to make money for the boss, and we need to dial for dollars. She would always say that. When she got tired of you talking or me talking, like, Russell, I got to go. I got to make money for the bosses, okay? Got to dial for dollars. Kim Shepa, she would always say that. So anyway, overall, having profile pages on social media platforms is essential for hotels to connect with their audience, enhance brand visibility, and drive engagements and booking. So hopefully that made some sense to somebody out there, because that's what it's all about, right? It's all about, it's a free thing, utilize it. I say, be on several different platforms. Some people are like, well, I'm only going to do LinkedIn. Okay, well, do that one and make sure you have everything on there. The profiles are updated, maybe with new photos and things like that. Because a lot of times we have old photos. We want to make sure that the photos are the photos. And if I walk in there like, oh, okay, I've seen these on LinkedIn. Oh, this is great. Okay. But if I go there like, wait a minute, this place didn't look like this. Is this it? Oh, no, we're not doing this. You get out of here. But anyway, what do I do? So see how I just, switch gears here. I'm the brand who helps with your brand. So as you can see, all the different scenes that I've gone through, there's a different brand, right? It can be the same kind of Marriott product, but they're all different brands, right? So it's all about that. So my job is to help your brand, and I'm the brand that helps your brand. So the Russell of Hotels brand helps your brand. Stay noticed, stay top of mind, all that kind of stuff. If that's on social media, if that's whatever, I mean, however you do it, if that's, talking about it, whatever, if that's being on this show, you guys are talking, we're having a conversation about your brand and how great it is and all that. Hey, you can do all that stuff, right? Content creating. So this is creating content, right? So people just think, creating content is, you're typing stuff in it. No, video is creating content. Still pictures is creating content. Everything is creating content on social media, right? So there's another thing that I do. So, who's benefiting from me creating this content? Well, Russell Hotels, of course, that's one. But all the Mohegan Sun is the photo right here is the Mohegan Sun in Connecticut, right? It's a casino, a resort, entertainment center, whatever. So this is creating content for them. So there you go. So regardless who I am, look at what I'm showing. Look at what's being displayed. That's who I'm creating the content for. And I'm showing off their brand, right? I'm happen to be showing off their lobby at the Mohegan Sun, which is a great property. Not your typical casino. I mean, and I'll never show anything. So I'll never show any hotel brand that I've never gone to, I've never experienced. Okay, that would be kind of deceitful. Wouldn't that be kind of deceitful if I'm showing stuff like, oh yeah, I was here last week and I never stepped foot in there? No, I've been in this hotel. I was there for like almost a week. Great time. Hotel site selection. I mentioned that hotels. I do assist companies, organizations with finding that right hotel for their meeting and whatever. Like I said, I did my reunion, Love Family Reunion. I'm the one that finds the site for that as well. So those are things that I do. And any questions at all, just wait to the end of the show and I'll give you my email address. Stop it. I was just joking. Is your brand staying relevant? If your brand is staying relevant, how is your brand staying relevant? So this is the Sofitel Hotel in LA, right? That's in their lobby, looking outside of their porte cochere area, there where the valet parking is and all that stuff. So I was just there last week, in fact. So how's your brand staying relevant, or is it staying relevant? Well, maybe these are some things that will help you do that. And this is the Proper Hotel downtown LA. Continuous market research. You got to continuously do this market research. What's going on within your market? What are hotels doing? Are they renovating? Are they not renovating? Do they got a lot of turnover over there? A lot of hotels have a lot of turnover, right? Not that you want to throw that in anyone's face, right? Oh, that hotel over there, oh, they suck. They got a lot of turnover. No, that's the worst. If you want to lose some business, start talking about your competition. Okay, that's a surefire way of losing business and losing respect, right? Okay, hotels are hotels are hotels. The difference between the hotel across the street and your hotel, guess what it is? Oh, we just did a renovation. We did a $100 million renovation. No, it's the people. The difference between the hotel, your hotel, and the one across the street is the people. It's that people aspect, right? It's not the building. Oh, I fell in love with the building. What? You did? Really? Okay. What did that building do for you? Oh, no, I just walked in. It was just great. It had a certain feeling. No, you get that from people, those people to people. But anyway, I see Craig Sullivan out there. He says, aloha. Aloha to you too, Craig. Thank you so much for your comments. He said, research never ends, and you are so correct. You got to continuously do your research. You got to. And then he says, that's the difference. Yeah, see, even Craig said that. You are the difference. I mean, every hotel has a bed. Every hotel has a restaurant. Most of them have restaurants, right? Some type of food service, whatever. The difference is the people. You get hospitality. You don't get hospitality because, oh, the food was good. That was such great hospitality. No, you get it from the people. The people get the ones that providing the hospitality. You can't get hospitality from a building. Come on now. Are we kidding here? So, but yeah, continuous market research, adaptability, and innovation. Yeah, I know innovation costs money, is expensive. I guess that's maybe a reason why hotels don't, they don't put a lot of money into innovation. But the stuff that we have, let's just say, remote check-in, keyless entry, all that kind of stuff. Let's take advantage of that stuff. Let's enhance it. Let's promote that stuff this is what we do, right? You can don't bypass the front desk. Go to your room directly. Okay. I mean, I don't see a lot of that stuff. Bypass the front desk. Why worry about it and show a crowded front desk, right? Show a crowded front desk and then you're just walking by the front desk with your phone. You're already checked in, right? Go into the elevator, you know what room you're in, boop, go up the room, use your phone, and unlock the door, go in there. Bypass. No one's doing that. And I just threw it out there for you guys, right? See, that's that marketing thing, right? So we should do more of that stuff, okay, but we don't. Let's see. And I know it's expensive, but some hotels already have it. They already have it. They're not promoting it. QR codes. QR codes have been around forever, right? But now they're a big thing now because now people want it. So now it's a big thing. And maybe it came because of COVID and all that stuff, but now it's a big thing. But we should have been using that. We should have been saving money on paper. We're always talking about conserving energy and all our resource and all that. But we'll reprint a menu in a minute. You know what I mean? We'll do that all the time. But instead of just using the QR code, now there's going to be, of course, you're going to have some menus on hand because there's some people going to want it. But I guarantee you, they're going to last longer because everyone's not using it. Everybody wants to be cool now, right? I don't care how old you are. Everybody want to be cool, look on their phone and, oh, yeah, okay. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, okay, I see the menu. Okay, everybody wants to do that, right? So, but anyway. Power to the people. You, we put your comments up here. That's the difference. Yes. Power to the people. Yes, that is right. Absolutely. Promoting tech is a must. Yes. Take advantage of that. If you have that, if you do that, take advantage of it. Yes. COVID brought back QR codes, but yeah, QR codes were there several years before this COVID thing, but everybody's like, oh yeah, we have this now. Okay, no, you had it before, you just weren't promoting it. Okay, I know the deal. Know the deal, pickle. Okay, I'm sorry, did I finish that? I'm just jumping all over the place here. I didn't finish it. Okay. So adaptability and innovation, I said that. Strong presence online. We talked about the strong presence online already, okay? You got to be online. You got to show the presence, more marketing, more branding, okay? Authentic brand storytelling. Tell a story. If your hotel was built in the 20s, tell the story. Tell it. Or used to be, this used to be the bank of whatever on this land, used to be this, used to be that, whatever. Tell a story. People love authentic brand storytelling, especially when you're on your site tours and you tell a story. Oh, did I tell you about the bank vault that we have here? Oh, you have a bank vault downstairs? Oh, yeah, I didn't tell you that. We used to be the Bank of Italy. It's built in 1925, and we restored it. The owners restored it and brought it to this glory and this and that, and this is great. Our rooftop is good, and downstairs we have the actual bank vault is still there. Oh my God, can we go take a look? Well, it's actually the restrooms. I gotta go use a restroom. Okay, we'll go down. Let's go down the stairs. The men and women's restrooms are both in the bank vault, and you can experience that, whatever that is. Okay, so they go in there and they're like blown away, right? Those are things. Those are storytelling. That's telling a story. Russell's number 4 is crucial for success. Yeah, that's telling a story, right? And that's the same story that I was told at the what is it called? It's now Autograph Collection. Hotel Per LA. Hotel Per LA. That's what it's called, right? Downtown LA. It used to be the Bank of Italy, and I've told this story before. It used to be the Bank of Italy, and it does have a bank vault, and the restrooms are in the bank vault. So when I saw that, I tell that story all the time now. Have you ever been to Hotel Per LA? Yeah, I was there in the lobby in the restaurant. They said, did you go downstairs and use the restroom? Why would I do? Well, I didn't have to go to the bathroom. I said, because the bank vault is down there. Why is the bank vault? Because it used to be a bank. I didn't know that. I don't know how many times I heard that story, right? I've told that story and heard that reaction. So tell a story like Craig said. Let me put his up there. He said Russell's number 4 is critical for success. Yeah, tell a story. What differentiate you from the hotel across the street? Okay, you have to get in. You have to think about these things, right? So hopefully salespeople are watching this and listening to this and like, man, that Russell Hotel, he's on to something. I could tell he was in sales. Oh my God, that dude is like so passionate about what he's doing and talking about. Anyway, customer engagement and feedback. Going back, I had an office in Long Beach and we had a bank. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, See, just stuff like that. And that tell a story, Craig? That tell a story. You related to something, right? You related that to that. So, but yeah, customer engagement and feedback. So yeah, make sure customer engagement and feedback is there. I know I beat that one enough. And then collaborate and partner with Russell of Hotels. If you can't do any of these things, you're not sure where to start. Hey, contact me. Like I said, I'm a resource. I'm here to help. And we go from there. Boom. There you go. So, okay, who's hiring? I got a couple people that are hiring, and these are in the greater LA area. Hotel Burbank, looking for a director of sales and marketing. Again, I'm not sure what's going on there, but I'm not sure if they even hired someone from a couple months ago. But I get notifications that, this hotel is hiring, that hotel is hiring. So this one came up it's probably been up 5 times in the last 6 months. I don't know why it's a reoccurring theme, but I did notice that they increased the salary this time because it was in the low, it was $100,000. I'm like, no one's going to take that job for $100,000, right? And if someone would take it, I wouldn't hire them because there's a lot of work at that hotel. I'm telling you, it's an independent hotel. Remember this, independent hotels are great. I love independent hotels. I love boutique type hotels. Those are probably my favorite hotels. But to be a director of sales and marketing in one of them, it takes a lot of work. Okay, so know what you're getting into and know what that position should pay. Know what you're willing to accept and know what that position pays. Okay, and know what work needs to be done. And ask questions. Don't go in there and letting them dictate the interview. No, you dictate the interview because you want to know this is the right fit for you. Okay, so there's a lot. I don't know if it's turnover. I don't know what's going on, but I'm leery of any hotel that continuously has an open position, the same position open. Okay, that's a telltale sign of something, and normally it's not good. Okay, so Craig says always collaborate with Russell of Hotels. Thank you so much. And Craig, we collaborate all the time, Craig and I. So thank you so much, Craig. I appreciate that. Where else was I? Oh, the jobs. Okay. So the Hotel Burbank, looking for director of sales and marketing. Wait a minute. Craig said big difference marketing a Courtyard versus hello. Did anybody hear this? Is this mic on? Thank you so much, Craig, for that comment. Because it's a huge difference between marketing a Courtyard versus a boutique hotel. Okay, Courtyard, at least people know what it is, right? They know Marriott, they know Courtyard for the most part. A boutique hotel, you're on an island by yourself for the most part, right? And there's no national salespeople to help you with, doing that. Okay, so you have to know exactly. You got to be in it. You got to be. Roll up your sleeves, take your jacket off, and get to work. Okay, those are things that I think it's the most rewarding because I worked at 2 independent properties, and it was rewarding because you did things. I was able to do things without getting a corporate buy-in. The process of getting things done was going through my general manager for the most part, and maybe he had a conversation with the owner, but it was a direct line to the owner, right? You didn't have to go through my regional and this and that, and God forbid if you're a management company, you got to go through 10 other people for that, right? So it's a big difference, and people, they love, I'm going to take this independent because it's paying this. Yeah, but it's going to be a lot of work. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's not impossible, but to me, it was a lot more, it was challenging, but it was more rewarding because once you got things done, with less help than what a corporate property would, right, or a branded property would get, I'm like, oh my God, this is great. Okay, but once you got to that point, but initially, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. The Dream Hotel in Hollywood, love that hotel. Haven't been there in a while. I think, I'm going to go and do a live from the Dream Hotel maybe this week. They're looking for a director of sales and marketing as well. Dream Hotel, in fact, they lost their GM too, but he went on to bigger and better things. Okay, so I know that for a fact, but I'm not sure about the DOSM. But the Dream Hotel in Hollywood, probably the flagship hotel in Hollywood. Okay, the Dream Hotel, that's probably it. The Millennium Biltmore, downtown LA. Now this is kind of revolving too, right? But they're looking for a marketing manager, which that position had been open maybe 2 months ago. So obviously they probably hired someone and it didn't work out. But yeah, so Millennium Biltmore, downtown LA, looking for a marketing manager, a group sales manager, and a catering sales manager. Okay, just FYI. And then the Freehand, downtown LA, another independent, looking for a food and beverage director. Boom. There you go. And then Craig says the Dream Hotel. Yeah, the Dream is great. I love the Dream Hotel. In fact, they had a great rooftop as well. So I got to go and check that out. I haven't been there in a minute. So we're getting close. We're almost done. Don't worry. The 3 P's. Russell of Hotels, 3 P's. What are the 3 P's, Russell? What are the 3 P's? Purpose, passion, perseverance. Know why you do what you do. Why do you do this, Russell? Why do you come on and do, you've done 245 shows. Why do you do this? Because, first of all, I want to be a resource, okay? Second, I think there's things that I can share, because all this is, the show is based on my experiences, right? As you can tell, I mean, along the way, I share some of my experiences. I spend a lot of time in sales, right? And I just see some of the pitfalls that we make now these days that I see with sales managers. And, you know, I want to be there to kind of explain things, how things go, how you should do them. I mean, you can, these are just suggestions, right? You ain't got, they ain't the end all be all. But this is the thing. If it's something that's free, you need to take advantage of, right? If it's something that is actually proven, like LinkedIn is actually proven to do some things. I wouldn't be Russell of Hotels without LinkedIn and some of these social media platforms, because no one would know me. What's the best way to get your brand out to the world? Social media, right? I mean, done right, social media is a beast. Done wrong, it's a beast as well, but it's a, you know, beast in another way, right? You know, but we need to do something to cut through all the noise, right? There's a lot of noise in social media, I know. A lot of TNA going on out there. I mean, just too much. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, God. Okay. But that's those people, right? We ain't got to worry about that, right? So LinkedIn is a good start, okay? And it's free. Okay. Well, all social media platforms are free, right? At the very least, at the very minimum, have a profile page. Because I'm tired of going through and trying to tag a hotel that I happen to be in. I want to post pictures about it, but they don't have a LinkedIn profile. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Does that make sense? I'm like, am I being punked? I'm looking around like, this doesn't make sense. Let me talk to the salesperson. And they, you know, they never come out. But anyway, so know why you do what you do, and that's kind of why I do what I do. Passion. Either you have it or you don't. If you don't have passion for what you do, guess what you should do? Do something else. Find something else. Find you another gig. If you don't have the passion for what you do, just go do something else. And number 3, perseverance. Be consistent. Continue to evolve, don't give up, and swerve when you need to. I don't pivot, I swerve, okay? So that's the difference between what is pivot and swerve. It's kind of interchangeable, but I don't use the pivot because everybody's using pivot. Like, oh, we're just going to pivot and do something else. No, you're going to swerve around because you saw an obstacle in the way. You're going to swerve and avoid that pitfall, okay? You're pivoting, you're already in the pitfall. You're like, well, now I got to do this. I got to move back and forth. No. So anyway, Craig said one more comment here. He said, always be posting on LinkedIn. This is coming from Craig, right? Craig saying this. Post on LinkedIn. Craig posts things on LinkedIn all the time about the shows that he does, his Click conference. A lot of people would not know if he did not post. That's the thing. And this is speaking from someone, the CEO and founder of the Click conference, okay, which is in its 7th year, 7th year, yeah, about to go into 8, right? So you have to understand that this is proven methods, right? We use it. So, I mean, I remember back a couple years ago, I was working with this group of entrepreneurs that were trying to do this app, right? And they got me involved because I was a salesperson, hotel salesperson, because this app was hotel related. And I'm not going to go into all the detail about it, but how I was able to let people know about this app was through LinkedIn. And this was probably at least 10 years ago, okay? And I was getting people from because we wanted to increase to certain countries, like China was one of them, and parts of Europe. And I was able to reach those people because of LinkedIn. That was it. There was no other way I could have done it. You know, we're willing to build organically. Okay, yeah, but let me use these tools to organically do it, right? So LinkedIn was a tool. So for hotels, it is a tool. Use it. It's free. It's out there. Why not? People are on it. Why not utilize it? So there you go. Thank you so much, Craig. I appreciate it. And I think that's about boom. Is that it? Yeah, almost. One more slide to go. So that's the entrance of the Godfrey Hotel. I was there yesterday. That was my office of the day. And it's in Hollywood as well. Love that hotel. Love the hotel too, just like the Dream Hotel. I'm not sure which one I like the best though. I'll let you know. Let me go to the Dream again, because it's been a while since I've been there. I don't think I've been to the Dream since it opened. So, and that's been some years now. But yeah, so questions at all, email me at russell@russellofhotels.com. I'm here to help. This is show number 245. I do appreciate everybody that comes on, that makes comments. Craig, thank you so much. Love working out of a lobby. Yeah. Yes. I office out of these hotels. The Wi-Fi, you know what? The Wi-Fi. I'll tell you this: the Wi-Fi at the Godfrey, it works very well. I'm on the roof, like almost at the edge, and I mean, I'm doing a live from there. Didn't lose anything. Just it's a strong Wi-Fi connection. So yeah, thank you to the Godfrey Hotel for having the strong Wi-Fi, and it's free. Okay, free 99 is what I like. So yeah, so no, I office at a lot of hotels. I know exactly what's going on. I know if they're busy or not, and it's not just about how many people you see coming in and out, right? It's about the flow of people coming out. It's about different times, right? You know, everybody's checking out at 11 o'clock. Okay, we know that, right? Going in around check-in time. Check-ins at normally at 3 or 4, right? Go in there about 5 o'clock and see how busy it is. You know, is the restaurant busy? Is the bar upstairs busy? You know, there's a lot going on there. And I just love the energy of hotels. And I was able to find a table and chairs on the rooftop with the views. Oh my gosh, views of Hollywood Hills, the Hollywood sign. I've never been up there and saw that because normally it's like a cloud cover or whatever. But I was able to see the Griffith Park Observatory. Oh my God, spectacular. So I go there for the views alone, just to hang out, have me an Arnold Palmer or a ginger ale, and just kind of get my work done. I take everything with me, right? My laptop, everything with me. So I'm going to do that again this week, but I'm choosing a different hotel. I think I'm going to do the Dream. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. What is it? One more comment from Craig. I get more work done in the hotel than I do. You and me both, right? Because you know why? For me, there's a lot of distractions here. I got people, painting the outside of the house, and there's so many distractions. Knocking on the door. Hey, can I do this? I need to do this. I need to do that. Can you help me with this? Can I get in here? Can I do that? Oh man. So yeah. So there's a lot of distractions around the house. The mailman, UPS, FedEx, everybody, neighbors, everybody knocking on the damn door. But yeah, so getting out of the office to my office of the day, which is a hotel, is great. And that way you get to see like the flow of hotels, if they've done renovation, what they're planning on doing, meet some people, even guests. I talk to guests all the time. Like, hey, what do you like about this hotel? What do you like about this area? Why are you here? And they go, well, why are you asking me all these damn questions? Sometimes, you know what I do? I walk on Hollywood Boulevard with my phone, with my, doing a live, right? Just asking questions. Like, hey, where are you staying? That kind of thing. I say, I'm not a stalker. I'm just, where are you staying? I'm Russell of Hotels. Where are you staying? Right. So I'll do that every now and then. And just to get people's reaction and see what's going on and see where people are from, because Hollywood brings a lot of people worldwide. So, but anyway, that is it. I've gone a little longer than normal. Didn't mean to do that, but hey, it is what it is. You guys have a great day. Thank you again, Craig. I appreciate you coming on. Jim Schichter, always a pleasure. Chris Black, cousin, thank you so much. Let's see. Craig says one more. Sometimes you get a comp lunch. Yes. Food and drinks, Craig. Food and drinks. So thank you so much for telling me that. Or yeah, you get those as well. So, but anyway, you guys have a great day. Thank you again for joining On Air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show everybody's talking about. Remember, I do a daily check-in, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So you got five days of me doing something live, right? And I only do lives, right? I do posting, things like that, but Normally I'm doing a live, right? Every 5 days a week. So thank you so much, Craig. Aloha to you too. Thank you again for joining this on air with Russell Hotels. It was show number 245. You guys have a great day, great week, and we'll see you again soon. And as always, as always, peace.
Thank you for joining On Air with Russell of Hotels. Please tune in every Tuesday at 1 p.m. as we talk to other hospitality professionals. Your feedback is important to Russell. Feel free to email him at russell@russellofhotels.com with any questions or suggestions. Until next time, try not to be a person of success. Rather, become a person of great value.